Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're doing human responses to the environment focusing on the brain. We will answer these questions by the end of this lesson. We'll also be doing a lot of labeling and giving functions of the parts on the brain. We have what you call nervous system. It is a system that consists of central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system consists of the brain and the spinal cord. And peripheral nervous system includes the nerves connecting the brain and the spinal cord, and it allows communication between the brain and the body. Now, if they ask you a part of nervous system that consists of the brain and spinal cord, because they said a part of nervous system, and you know nervous system consists of two things, you will choose from central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Now, under peripheral nervous system, we have autonomic nervous system, which is a system that is responsible for control of the bodily functions not consciously directed, such as breathing, heartbeat, and digestive processes. Autonomic nervous system consists of two systems, which are sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Now, because autonomic nervous system regulates unconscious actions, if sympathetic nervous system increases the heart rate, parasympathetic nervous system will decrease heart rate back to normal. So if you see a question starting with a part of autonomic nervous system, you should know that they want you to choose from parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nervous system. This topic focuses more on the brain. Now let's look at the brain first, and first how the brain is protected. This is very important. The answer should be meninges if they asked the membrane that protects the brain. And if they ask a skull that protects the brain, the answer should be cranium. And if they ask a fluid, you should write cerebrospinal fluid. Now if they did not state membrane, fluid, and skull, you should write three of them. Now let's get to labeling and giving functions. The important parts on the brain that you can possibly find on a question paper are cerebrum, cerebellum, corpus callosum, pituitary gland, medulla oblongata, hypothalamus, spinal cord, and pons. Now the function of cerebrum is that it's important for voluntary actions, and it interprets information obtained from the five senses. Five senses, we're talking about sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. It also acts as a memory storage. Medulla oblongata is important for involuntary actions, is important for breathing, heartbeat, and blinking an eye. Hypothalamus controls body temperature. Corpus callosum connects the left and the right hemispheres of the brain. Cerebellum maintains balance, and it's also important for coordination. So if you see the word coordination, you should know that your answer should be cerebellum. Pituitary gland secretes hormones that help carry out important bodily functions. Spinal cord, it serves as a reflex center for actions such as breathing, blinking, and coughing. Now let's look at the questions and see if we're able to answer them. Now the first question, 1.4, the diagram below represents a portion of central nervous system of humans. Write down the letter only of a part which 1.4.1 regulates heartbeat and breathing rate. We know that is medulla oblongata, but where is medulla oblongata? It's C. 4.2 coordinates movement while walking. I told you if you see the word coordinate, you should know that it's cerebellum. And because they also mentioned walking, you know you need balance to walk. A part which maintains balance is cerebellum. It's B. Interprets what you see. We spoke about the five senses, and one of them is sight, and the answer is A, cerebrum. Has its hemispheres connected by the corpus callosum. That is A, cerebrum. It controls balance and equilibrium. Because they're talking about balance here, the answer is B, cerebellum. Now let's look at those questions here. 1.5. The diagram below shows some parts of human central nervous system. 1.5.1. Identify part A. Part A is spinal cord. B, C is, this is corpus callosum. Write down the letter and name of the part that has the center for interpreting taste. We talked about the 5 senses, and taste is one of them. The answer is D, cerebrum. Regulates heart rate. That is medulla oblongata, and it's B. It's responsible for motor coordination. If you see the word coordination, your answer should always be what? Coordination. Your answer should be cerebellum. And where is cerebellum? Cerebellum is E. Give one function. Wait, let's go back to the questions. 3.2. The diagram below shows the structure of human brain. They say identify the parts labeled B, C, and E. Where is B? This is B, and B is medulla oblongata. C, where is C? C is corpus callosum. E is cerebellum. Give one function of part labeled A. Spinal cord, it acts as a reflex center. We talked about that. A fluid found on the part labeled F. We talked about only one fluid, so that is cerebrospinal fluid. A hemorrhage, excessive bleeding due to rupture of blood vessels at part labeled D may cause permanent dysfunction. Explain the damage caused. Now your answer should be, during the hemorrhage, the blood leaks out of the blood capillaries, and this disrupts the supply of oxygen, and it causes excessive pressure. That's your answer. And then the last question, state 3 possible consequences of the damage mentioned in question 3.2.3. What happens if your cerebrum is damaged? You will lose sensation, and you will lose memory, and you will also not be able to initiate voluntary actions, because cerebrum is responsible for voluntary actions. Thank you so much for watching, and please, if you find this video helpful, like and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you.